What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about Penei Sewell and his performance against the San Francisco 49ers. And we're going to talk about how he went from left tackle to right tackle, back to left tackle, how he went exclusively, almost exclusively against Nick Bosa. And we'll talk about the future of Penei and if he's going to go over to left tackle, going to stay at right tackle, what happens when Taylor Decker comes back. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name's Chris. I make videos with my friend Craig. We are Detroit sports fans, and on this channel we talk about the Lions and the Pistons, so consider subscribing. Okay, Penei Sewell, just like, don't forget, he didn't play last year. Comes to us from Oregon, sits out the COVID year, comes in for the last 6 months, we're like, hey, we need you at right tackle. He can't figure it out. You could just tell in the preseason it was really tough on him. And then, like, what, 2 or 3 days before the game, actually we need you at left tackle. So he goes over to left tackle. And this, again, this is like a last minute change. So he's over at left tackle. And oh, by the way, we're going to need you to go against Nick Bosa, who's been sitting out, or he wasn't sitting out, he was injured all last year. So he's just working out, fresh as ever. And you're going to go against Nick Bosa every time. And oh, by the way, too, in this game, we're going to be in an obvious passing situation like 85% of the time. So obviously, as an offensive lineman, you want to be mixing the pass and the run. You don't want Nick Bosa teeing off on you every single time. And not only was it an obvious passing down, but it's just a straight up, in shotgun, Nick Bosa's just coming every single time. If you notice, the guy doesn't even come out of the game hardly ever. So it's just Nick Bosa against Penei Sewell, one rep after another. It was like this practice session that they would do, like, man on man. And hey, he did great. He did awesome. So he didn't allow just any of the blatant, like, pressure off the edge where you just totally miss him. He, does some swim move and he just gets and kills Goff. No, any of the pressure was kind of like a bull rush that Penei, I mean, again, on his 30th time attempt to try to block Nick Bosa, he pushes him back and, kind of into Goff's face. I mean, that you can live with. So overall, his performance was really good, especially, again, he sat out all last year. He's been practicing at right tackle. Then he goes to left tackle. So for Detroit sports fans, we're like, thank you. Like, right away, you can just tell this guy is got it. And after, especially today, we learned that Okuda's out. We just have not had good luck with our top picks. And so to just get an anchor, this guy goes from left tackle to right tackle, back to left tackle, performs really good. Obvious passing situations almost the entire game. I thought it was awesome. And then after the game, he was asked about it, and he said, got to be better, got to be perfect, basically. I need to do, every rep needs to be great. So the guy gets it. We love to see that. I mean, if you ask me, and I just was blocking Nick Bosa that good all game, I'd be like, thank you. Did anyone else see that? Like, this dude is just like the perfect prototype D-end in his second or third year. He's fresh as can be. And Penei went against them and absolutely did, I mean, as good as you could possibly do in your first ever career game. So I thought it was really good. I was encouraged just as a Detroit sports fan, a Lions fan, as you're watching this dude and you're like, thank you. You can tell he's going to get better. So what does this mean going forward? Well, I think when Decker gets back, and I think it's going to be a few weeks, or I know it's going to be a few weeks. He's on IR, but when he gets back kind of mid-season, I think he goes back to left tackle. Penei's going to go to right and just kind of work on it, because Taylor's been at left tackle, and he's not going to just be like, you know what, you're doing great over there, I'll go to right. No, Decker's going to go back to left. Penei's going to go to right, and it's all good. And I think Penei will do fine at right tackle, but just the ability for him to move left to right and right to left, vice versa, is really encouraging. And we'll see how he does as he continues to work. But, I mean, he saw more straight-up pass rush situations in that game than he's ever going to see in a game. So when we go against the Packers next week, I got to believe we'll be, I mean, I hope we're in it a little bit more. So we're still mixing the run and the pass. So he's going to have half of the attempts against just a straight-up pass rusher that he had this week. So overall, Penei Sewell did outstanding. I think as Lions fans, we're super excited about the future of him on that O-line, and it just feels good to know Brad Holmes, boom, check it, got it, because Terrell Crosby is out. right? We before the draft, we were thinking, well, we got Crosby and we got Decker. It turns out Crosby released, so they knew Crosby wasn't as good as the past regime thought he was. So we get Penei Sewell. Thank you. Like, finally, we just get this anchor that we know is going to work. So after one game, I think it's clear he's going to be fine. Let's keep building this, and we can put our trust, faith in Brad Holmes. So hey, hope you've enjoyed this video. More videos to come, and we'll see you on the